everyone virtually from all over the world. The only positive thing of having a virtual gala is that we can all be here together. CRIS supporters from the UK, Spain, France, the US, and many other countries are connected to this platform. Humankind is facing a crisis, and every crisis also gives an opportunity. The opportunity in this case is that a lot of people, everybody around the world, understands that we have to focus on research. Now we all understand that with funding and commitment, we can all deliver cure for patients. This applies for COVID and applies for cancer. That is why now is the time, and we need the same support for cancer research. All of us, the CRIS community, have been fighting for the last 9 years against cancer. We fund cutting-edge projects from independent researchers. We fund cancer units in hospitals. We support scientists, giving them multi-year grants. And all of this we do to save adults and children's lives. I am a cancer patient, and I'm here thanks to research. All the cancer patients alive are here thanks to research, but we cannot accept that 50% of the people suffering cancer will die from it. We have to find a cure for all cancer patients, and that is why we're here tonight at this gala. I would like to thank so many people that have made possible this virtual gala. Thank you to R.J. O'Brien for sponsoring the gala. Thank you to the volunteers, the gala committee, the CRIS team, the board of trustees, the caterers, CRIS media, and all the scientists that they are in that video. The scientists are our heroes even more this year. Thank you as well to all the generous donors of the lots in the auction, because 100% of the funds that is raised among all of us tonight will go to research. And thank you very much for all of you here that are here to support research and support CRIS Cancer. Cancer doesn't care about borders or pandemics. We can all support cancer research. That is going to be the only thing that will beat cancer. We need you more than ever. Thank you for joining, and stay connected.
Welcome to an unprecedented time. While the coronavirus pandemic rages on and we keep that close eye on the rising number of cases, the rising number of deaths.
It has completely changed the way we practice medicine, and it's made things incredibly difficult for everyone concerned.
The Institute of Cancer Research top scientist, Dr. Kevin Harrington, shows us during our Zoom call with him how in this new normal, he gets suited up for his cancer research lab work.
We have here the two different endpoints.
Dr. Harrington reveals to us he also had COVID 6 months ago.
I have to look to the fact that the world at large has understood that at times the only thing between us and very, very serious cataclysmic events is research that is able to help us to get through these problems.
It's this same urgent scientific research we're doing for COVID we desperately need this year to finish off this other gigantic monster, the incomparable one that continues to invade 1 in 2 of us during our lifetime, More than 18 million of us, the World Health Organization says, every year. The monster we call cancer.
The throat's starting to get dry.
In March this year at 61, Robert McMullen found out he had neck cancer.
I was shocked, blown away.
Robert, a waste disposal worker from Mitcham, says it's one thing to fight the cancer monster, but then a month later, when he learned on top of it he tested positive for COVID.
Well, I think the cancer is more extreme, more important than the COVID. Cancer is, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
This poor gentleman, during the course of treatment that was aimed to cure his disease, a course of chemotherapy and radiation, we found he also had the coronavirus infection and had COVID-19. And so we then had a major dilemma about continuing his treatment.
And Robert is not alone with this COVID impacting cancer. Here in the UK, sadly, we've learned 23,000 cancers have gone undiagnosed during lockdown. 3 million of us have missed out on cancer screenings. And 350,000 of us who may possibly have cancer have not been referred for hospital testing.
Fortunately, a number of patients have suffered, including progression of their disease, and very regrettably, some patients indeed died of their disease while waiting for things to restart.
In Paris, at the top cancer children's hospital, COVID has had a devastating impact too.
We had to limit the visit. And of course, when a child is ill in the hospital, it's enormously important that he can see his parents, his brother and sisters, and that was not possible anymore.
And while we wait for the upcoming COVID vaccine, the cuts to cancer funding are everywhere. Revenue streams dried up, grants promised, now gone. Before COVID hit us early this year, we were making great strides. Is that right?
The last 5 years have been for pediatric research in cancer and brain tumor research really exciting, because we were making discoveries in how these diseases are developing in the patients. The support we can get from charities like CRIS Cancer are really important.
Research of today are the drugs of tomorrow. So if we do not do nothing at this time, we are not going to have new tools for the next patients. So it's very important, even in the pandemic era, not to stop cancer research.
CRIS Cancer Foundation's Diego Mejia says this is a time we cannot get off course.
This is a defining year for science and for CRIS. For our charity, we need to deliver on our 50 million euros commitment for 5 years. And we're on track to doing that. It's not only that, we're also reinforcing and strengthening these commitments for years to come. And we are doing that thanks to collaboration with UK, with France, with Spain. We're doing that thanks to our 40,000 monthly donors that help us every month. We are doing that thank you to our corporate sponsors. What we know is that in years to come, when we look back at this period in time, where science was called to action, a charity like CRIS has to step up, and we're fully committed to doing that.
CRIS Foundation is just a shining light in terms of providing research support. One good thing that will come from COVID is that we will demonstrate that scientific endeavor can solve problems, and we will solve COVID, and then I hope the community at large will also understand that with a big effort we can also solve cancer.